everybody. If you're new, I'm Sam, and this is Simplicity Vlog, where we keep it simple and classy every single day. I have pretty bold eyes today and like straightened hair because we had like a fake wedding going on like earlier today, which is kind of weird if you're like, no, actually it's just weird. I was gonna say like for normal people, but it's just weird. I think it's weird too. So yeah, I was a part of it. I was a bridesmaid. So I was like looking all pretty and stuff. I even had like a dress on, which is kind of like a rarity here in Oregon. Well, at least for me. And I straightened my hair and I did like my eyes like boom. So yeah. If you want to learn how to do this, I'll probably do a video on it someday, but because I think I did a good job and it like they really pop, especially with like my black eyes. If you don't think that I have black eyes, then you probably aren't looking deep enough in them, but they're dark like my soul. Just kidding. No, they're not. So I was like wondering like what the topic for this week is gonna be. I'm trying to get back into the groove of like Sunday. I know this past one wasn't on Sunday, but I'm trying to get back into the groove. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I was trying to think of a topic on what to do, and I don't know, there's a box of Cheez-Its, like, just sitting here. And I was like, let's talk about snacks. I love food. I don't know how to, like, say that in such, like, a I don't seem like I'm fat kind of a way. But I really, 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 really love my food. If you know me, like if you're my friend in real life and like you see me eating, I eat huge amounts of food. And I know I don't look it, like I am only like 5'5" and I'm like really skinny. Some people have asked me if I'm like underweight, which I probably am, but I haven't weighed myself. I'm kind of like scalophobic. So, but I have a really fast metabolism, and so I can eat pretty much like a man's worth of food and not gain weight. I know it's kind of great. But that's how it's been like my entire life. And I have to eat like a huge amount of like 2 servings of man lumberjack like food, and they have to be like all fat if I'm gonna gain weight from it. So yeah, we're talking about snacks today. And I'm not ashamed of it. Like I eat a lot of weird things that seem weird at first, but once you try them, they're kind of amazing. Now, if you are adventurous, then feel free to try any of my suggestions today. If you're not, I'm not either. I don't really like getting out of my comfort zone in food and like trying something new unless like I have like 1,500 like recommendations for it from like all my closest friends. But like when I'm on Yelp or something, it has to get like 5 stars, and people have to be talking about this one particular dish if I'm gonna try it. Like it's just kind of ridiculous like that. But yeah, this is gonna help everybody. So I'm asking if you are like me, who is not adventurous, to just try these things. Please just try it. And if you're in college, you definitely need to try it, and if you're in high school, try them now so you can take them to college and introduce your college friends to them. It's just great. Okay, so first one being, this is gonna sound really gross, and I've gotten so many different like reactions from this, but hot Cheetos, so bing, and then cream cheese, boom. Yeah, you wouldn't really expect to see these two married and having a wonderful marriage. I was introduced to this by a friend back in 2011. And it's just been kind of like a staple in my life ever since then. It's really changed my mind. My mind was blown. At first I was like, Ew, that does not look good at all, because what you do is you take a Cheeto, okay, and preferred fat ones, because if you try like the little skinny straw like looking ones, they're gonna break in your cream cheese. And you take the cream cheese and you just dip it like it's like chips and salsa, and then you eat it. So if you have like if you've heard of it and you have like a weird a twist on it, like you bake it or something like that, introduce me to it, because I'll be willing to try it. Anyways, so I don't like hot Cheetos. I love cream cheese, but I hate hot Cheetos by themselves. And so I was kind of like turned off to it. Like that just didn't seem like something I'd be into. But I tried it, and if you don't like spicy foods, like this is the thing for you. Like I don't like the hot Cheetos because I can't stand spicy food. So since it's like milk, kind of like, you know, in the cream cheese and stuff, it like tones it down, but it has tang due to the cream cheese, and like the spice, not like the spiciness, but like the flavor of the hot Cheetos, they marry well in such a way that it tastes like something completely different, and it's just amazing. I came to college, because this is a 2011. I came to college in 2012, and oh no, 2013? No, 2012. And wow, I'm so old. I don't even know like my own like years. But I introduced my entire hall, which is like a good like 25 something girls, to it, and they're addicted to it. I got so many like letters and like emails and stuff saying like, "Thanks, Sam, you ruined my diet. Like I'm officially addicted to hot Cheetos and cream cheese." And it's just like, kind of something that's like amazing, and you can't give it up once you try it. So if you're health conscious, I don't suggest this one for you. But if you are like on a 5-year diet, let's just say that, and you kind of deserve something, don't go to McDonald's or any sort of fast food to just get like a cheeseburger. Instead, get like, okay, this is what I did. If you're a little bit health conscious, get the 1/3 fat cream cheese, and then like the baby bags of hot Cheetos, like get multiple of those, and get the little 1/3 fat thing, and you can just eat it, and hopefully it'll just take like 2 of the baby bag things, and you can just give it to your friends when you're done. The cream cheese, you can't really use it for anything else. I'm sorry, once you use it for the hot Cheetos, because it becomes pink and it starts getting like all that Cheeto powder like all up in it, and it's just gross. So don't use it. And then if somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I need cream cheese in order to make like these types of cookies or cheesecake or something like that," don't give them the cream cheese container, because believe me, they're gonna open it up and they're gonna hate you for all eternity for giving them that. They'll think it's like a prank. It's gross. So don't do it. But yeah, so there you go. That's the first one. I even gave you like the health tip. But yeah, if you have like a little bit of a trouble with like controlling yourself when it comes to eating, I suggest you don't do that either, because they are addictive. So don't do it. So second one, I'm a big fan of fondue. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it. It is definitely something that is just been in my family ever since I was like a little girl. And I own a fondue pot. It's just kind of one of the highlights of my life. And if you don't know what fondue is, it's when like, you know, those like little pots. Have you seen them? I don't know. They have like a handle, and you can like say like this is a skewer. You have like a bit of food on it, and then you just like that, and then you dip it into the pot. And you let it simmer, and you basically cook the food. Now, it depends on, like, what kind of fondue. Ooh, I dropped my skewer. If you drop, depends on the type of food. If it's just cheese fondue, then you just dip it and eat it. If it's, like, broth fondue, which I'm not going to talk about, but is definitely, like, you have to cook it. Like, that's for, like, meats and stuff. So, it's to, like, tenderize it and cook steak or chicken or whatever you're into. If you're vegetarian and you cook broccoli and stuff. Melting Pot is my favorite fondue place. If you've never been there, I suggest you go there when you have a little bit of cash. It's a little bit pricey, but they have multiple locations all throughout the U.S. So if you go on their website, you can salivate over their menu, because it's fantastic. But I'm talking about, which this is the one you probably have heard of, chocolate fondue. Now, I'm not talking about the one like where you like stick the skewer into it. Now, you probably have seen chocolate fountains at like your school's prom, at a wedding, or something like that. This is already pre-melted chocolate, and you stick like whatever you want in the fountain. Now, I love the flavor of chocolate fondue. I'm a girl, and if you find a girl who doesn't really like chocolate, I'll be amazed, because I, as a woman, love chocolate, and it's just kind of something that's like, makes me happy in the inside. So, yeah, cheap man's version, I know exactly how to make something taste like chocolate fondue. Now, I like peanuts and stuff. Well, no, I don't like peanuts, but I like Snickers bars. So, you know what, this might not work for everything, but if you're into Snickers like me, this will work for you. Now, and once again, this is kind of like a fatty's delight. This is a snack, and, you know, I'm not the most healthy of people, so if you're health conscious, again, I'm sorry, this isn't the video for you. But I take the Rice Krispie treats, you know, in the blue wrappers, you know, the snap, crackle, pop kind of thing, Rice Krispies, and I take like a regular one, and then I take the miniature individual packaged Snickers, and I eat them at the same time. And like I put them on top of each other and I eat it. It tastes just like chocolate fondue, but with like crunch and like caramel and peanut goodness that is a Snickers bar. It's delicious. Like, I wouldn't suggest something that's gross to you. Now, if you don't have a big mouth, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. It's genetics. I have a huge mouth, but I can fit like both of them at the same time. And you kind of look like a chipmunk when you're doing it. Now, it's not the most attractive, so I wouldn't suggest, you know, if you're on a date with your significant other, I wouldn't suggest eating this. But when you're alone at night and you feel kind of like sad for having a bad day, or you're just hungry and you have like midnight munchies, eat it. Like, you'll feel so great. No, you won't feel so great because it's unhealthy, but you'll feel very, very fondue-y. It's so great. I love it. Now I'm going to talk about my third one, and I'm going to make this quick. I saw the Cheez-Its. Now this is white cheddar, so that I'm talking about the original one, so don't look at that. Just look at the Cheez-It name and feel hungry. I love Cheez-Its. They're delicious. I eat them on every single road trip I've been on, and like I can eat a whole box, the big box, not the cute little ones, by myself. Hopefully you won't have to share with me, because I won't share with you. But I tend to if I'm making my own pizza at home, like, you know, if you have the dough and like pizza sauce and stuff, and you want to try something new, you want to have a little crunch on it, crunch up some Cheez-Its and sprinkle it on top of the cheese. It's great. It adds a little bit of cheesy flavor and a little bit of crunch, and it's so good. Like, I can't even explain it. So if you want to do that, if you want to add some spice to it, now this is the only spice that I actually like, is sriracha. You can add that to your pizza too, so it's just like this amazing pizza Cheez-It thing. Now, what I used to do back in freshman year, so this is 2 years ago, I don't really do it anymore because I'm trying to be a little bit like staying away from snacks, because I tend to just eat. I used to take Cheez-Its, and I used to get like a little miniature bottle of sriracha, and I used to just squeeze it on the Cheez-It and just eat it like that. So if you're into that, you can do that. And if you're not into pizzas and stuff, which I don't know why you wouldn't be into pizzas. I love pizzas. But anyways, so yeah, those are my snacks. I just wanted to talk about 3 different types that I've eaten in the past, well, in the most recent past. And I don't feel ashamed about it. Wonderful day or night or any sort of time it is. But yeah, have a nice one. Anyways, I'm Sam, and this is Samplicity, where we keep it simple and classy every single day. Now have a snack attack and go find the 3 things that I've shared with you today. Anyways, have a nice one, guys. Bye.